but what about Mount Kailash? Mount Kailash in Tibet has a significance. Mount Kailash is the mountain that forms part of the Trans-Himalaya in southwest Tibet. Mount Kailash is considered sacred in Buddhism, Hinduism and Jainism. There is a mystery that this mountain has never been conquered. Is it the Indus, Brahmaputra, Sutlej and Karnali rivers located near Kailash that add mystery to this mountain? Or is it because, according to Hinduism, Kailash is the home of the god Shiva and his wife? At 6,714 meters high, Mount Kailash is covered in snow every day of the year. That's why in Tibetan, it is called the snow jewel. According to Buddhist belief, Kailash is a mountain that forms the axis of the earth. To purify their souls, followers of Buddhism, Hindu, Jain and Bon religions circumambulate Mount Kailash. Buddhists who come to Mount Kailash in Tibet immediately crawl on the ground. Standing is forbidden. Those who pray on the one hand and crawl to the monastery inside the mountain on the other hand fulfill a kind of pilgrimage. Buddhists have always sought peace on this mountain, but what did the Nazis seek on Mount Kailash? In the 1930s, Nazi leaders began exploring Tibet, searching for ancient mythological and religious beliefs there. One of the reasons for this was to explore and discover the origin of the Aryans, which was part of the Nazis' racist ideas. The Aryan race means the superior race. According to the Nazis, Germans were descended from the Aryan race. Of course, this was not the only reason the Nazis were in Tibet. The Nazis also searched for a long time for Shambhala, the legendary lost city of kings. Shambhala is a secret city that is claimed to exist in some traditional Tibetan Buddhist teachings and other mystical beliefs. According to these beliefs, Shambhala is located in Tibet or the Himalayas and contains important secrets of higher wisdom, divine knowledge and the salvation of humanity. The discovery of these secrets has intrigued many people. Of course, it was also of interest to Nazi Germany, which wanted to gain the upper hand in the war. Evidence of the Nazis' quest is provided by their expeditions in Tibet and the Himalayas in the 1930s. These expeditions aimed to strengthen Germany's links with Tibet and to conduct scientific research. However, according to some sources, Nazi leaders searched for Shambhala during these expeditions. According to some researchers, an even more interesting claim has been made. The Nazis lost the Battle of Stalingrad in 1943. The interesting thing is that, according to Hitler, the reason for this defeat was that Shambhala could not be found and the divine knowledge within it could not be accessed. Moreover, some sources claim that the SS organization collaborated with monks in Tibet to gather information about Shambhala. The subject of the lost city of Shambhala is a very deep subject that goes back to the origin of the human races. We will do a detailed study on this subject in the future. Let us continue with our topic. Some scientists claim that Mount Kailash is not a mountain but a giant pyramid. All other small mountains are red pyramids, so it turns out that this is a real pyramid system, much larger than any mountain we have ever known. Indeed, Mount Kailash looks very much like a big pyramid. Do you think Mount Kailash is a pyramid from ancient times? We are waiting for your comments. When the Russians built a facility to explore space on this mountain, the attention of the world's intelligence services turned to this mountain. In fact, the rumors spread so much that the claim that there is a tunnel in this mountain that can travel in time has also spread from ear to ear. The time tunnel near Kailash was confirmed but not proven by many monks and Buddhists. Following the rumors, a group of researchers who went to Kailash approached the mountain and started making Kora. Kora is a sacred walk around the entire mountain. Those who do the Kora are believed to be completely cleansed of the bad karma accumulated throughout life. Thus, in about 12 hours, all the participants in the Kora aged as if 2 weeks had passed. Hard to believe but true. In just 12 hours of walking, the beards and fingernails of all the participants grew incredibly long. This has led to a mystery of biological activity on Mount Kailash. Was the rapid growth of beards and nails a sign of time travel? Mount Kailash is estimated to be at least 20,000 years old. According to the religions that worship the mountain, touching its slopes with your foot is an unforgivable sin. It is said that many who tried to break this taboo died as soon as they set foot on the mountain. The mysteries and secrets of Mount Kailash do not end. What kind of mysteries are there inside the mountain? According to another claim, there are eternal resting places inside the mountain connected by tunnels. The most important people in human history, prophets, scientists, important thinkers are waiting in the lotus position inside the mountain. It is even said that examples of all the races that have lived throughout human history are in the caves inside this mountain. It is also claimed that when the day comes, these bodies, which are believed to be in a meditative state in the lotus position, will wake up from deep sleep so that the human race can continue. Sounds crazy, doesn't it? Do you think these claims could be true? Could Tibetan monks actually know the whole truth? What are their secrets and what steps would humanity have to go through to access these secrets? These questions have been asked for thousands of years and will probably not be answered anytime soon. So, what are the secrets of the monks who enter a state of meditation and are found years later with their bodies intact? The mummified remains of a meditating monk in Mongolia's Sanjinakerkan province were found about to be sold on the black market, with some experts claiming that he was not actually dead and was very close to becoming a Buddha. The 200-year-old, perfectly preserved remains are still under forensic investigation. One expert insisted that the mummy was actually still in deep meditation and in a very rare and special spiritual state called tukdom. This means that the mummy is not dead and is one step away from becoming a real Buddha. There is also strong evidence that there have been many similar events in past history. A Buddhist monk named Dorzo Atijalov lived from 1852 to 1927. According to legend, a few seconds before he died, the monk called his students to him and announced that he was dying. He invited his students to meditate together and willed that his body be buried the way he died, to be exhumed 30 years after his death. He takes the lotus position and dies in meditation. Atijalov was buried in the lotus position, just as he had willed. Only in 2002, 75 years after his death, was his body exhumed. After exhumation, it was observed that his body was perfectly preserved and intact. This caused great astonishment both in the scientific community and among religious leaders. According to Buryat Buddhism, Atijalov's body is a living Lama. Therefore, his body must be treated with special respect. The body of the monk Dorzo Atijalov is still on display in the Buddhist monastery of Ivolginsk Datsan in Buryatia. This monastery is visited as a holy place among Buddhists. In Tibet, temples and caves are still inhabited today by clergy who live in a kind of seclusion. These men, who do not worry about how to pay the bill, how to upgrade the model of the car, where to go for vacation next summer, continue to follow in the footsteps of Buddha in this region. History continues to keep many secrets successfully. What do you think? Would you get rid of all your worries and switch to such a lifestyle? We are waiting for your comments. If you liked our video and want to support our channel, please do not forget to follow, press the like button and share the channel link with your friends. Goodbye and see you in the next video.